Welcome to Charleston, South Carolina, where the Charleston Southern Buccaneers hosting the Gardner-Webb Running Bulls here at Nielsen Field. And Charleston Southern trying to get themselves back on track a little bit. They had those wins last week, but in the conference now 6-3. You can see fourth in the conference. Gardner-Webb sort of on the other side, only 2-7. A pair of wins, really all they've been able to put together.
Yeah, one of those wins against Presbyterian, the number 2 team. And there you are, Cody.
Cody Lefkowitz alongside me, John Peters for the broadcast. And it's a windy one here. We were talking about it a little bit. That is going to be a huge factor in this game. Pop-ups are going to be one of the most impossible things right now.
Yeah, pop-ups are going to be an adventure. Fly balls, maybe home runs, as we see. I'm sure you're going to see later. There's the flags. That's actually kind of calm right there.
Tamed for what it's going to be.
That's it.
Yeah, it will be a good one. It's a first of a 3-game set here. Conference play in Charleston. We'll be back with you for first pitch on the other side of the break on ESPN+. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Runnin' Bulldogs of Gardner-Webb. Ryan Cannell, the third baseman, leading things off. Nick Capozzi, Alec Burns in the 3-hole. Humberto Torres in the cleanup spot. Peter Capobianco, Tommy Tavares, Mark Black, Lawson Knight, and Wade Kelly, the center fielder, hitting in the 9-hole. And let's take a look at the starting defense for the Buccaneers. Starting left to right across the outfield, Cade Conway, Dakota Miller, and Christian Bauman. Around the diamond, third to first, J.J. Rivera getting the start at third here today. Erlob in at short, Evan Long at second, and Chandler Tupou, the first baseman. And then the battery for the day, Lucas Pringle behind the plate, and his partner out on the mound, Nick Timpanelli.
Yeah, both these teams looking for a pitcher that will step up. You might have Timpanelli 3.98 on the ERA there. 18 strikeouts but 12 walks. Both these teams score runs aplenty. It's just looking for defense, looking for good pitching. I would say for CSU, we looked at that defense. Their outfield is very strong. The infield a little more suspect. So watch it, folks. We'll see if we can get a game for you with, how about an errorless game, Cody? That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
I think both teams would be pretty happy with that. But you can see as a whole, Charleston Southern, a 7.54 ERA on the season, a little bit higher than Gardner-Webb at a 6.8, but Gardner-Webb doesn't score quite as many runs either. The offense for the Runnin' Bulldogs only putting home 157 runs on the season. CSU definitely a more offensive team at almost 100 more runs total.
Yeah, they are really putting the runs on the board. They're losing games. The games that they've lost, even in the conference play, you got like 12-10, 10-8. You know, they're putting the runs up, but they're looking for those pitchers that can set down the opponent and come away with a victory.
Yeah, definitely not the offense's fault. It seems like it has to be on pitching, and we saw on Tuesday for Charleston Southern a lot of pitchers being used. It seemed like it was almost one per inning, so they went through a lot of the bullpen. Now, they've had a couple days to rest. It is Friday, 3 days of rest, but we'll see who comes out of the pen. Obviously, today we have Timpanelli on the mound. It's a Friday matchup. Gardner-Webb is missing some of their top starters, have been for a few weeks now. So on the other side, it's C.J. Serwinski who's going to get the go-ahead. He's 1-for-1 on the season as well. We'll talk about him in the bottom half of the inning, but right now, Charleston Southern hoping that Timpanelli can at least temper the bats for Gardner-Webb.
Yeah, a lot of running on the base paths we've seen against CSU, and we'll see if the Runnin' Bulldogs do the same. You know, they're called running for a reason, I guess, but we'll see how it goes here in baseball.
And one of those guys, Ryan Cannell, steps to the plate, 5 for 6 in stolen base attempts. He's going to lead things off with a .276 average on the season. Watches a strike go by for the first pitch of the evening.
That ball up in the zone. You like to see that if you're a pitcher. A little, expand that strike zone a little bit, give you a little more leeway. Player out of Michigan, near and dear to my heart.
Oh, and delivery expands it too high. That's going to be a ball at 92.
Yeah, good speed on that one. Why not? You know, if you got the speed, run it up there. Maybe you'll get a batter to go after that high pitch.
Inside pitch popped up down the first base line. Tupou looking to settle under. towards the fence. And that will fall. It's going to be a foul ball, 1-2 now the count.
Well, I don't know that we can be any more prophetic than what we just talked about with this wind. Watch this. That ball,